welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Sydney Sizzle Sid the Kid, and I am back at it again with another video. And today I am talking about how I guess how I came out of Howard so successful. So I'm gonna be dropping some tips and tricks, you know, like my 5 keys to success to really being able to kick Howard's ass. Because y'all, if you are an alum, you know that Howard will literally drag you by the throat. And when you come from that school, like, you just, I don't know, it's just such an amazing feeling because you made it out. But at the same time, it's like a breath of fresh air because you made it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're always gonna rep Howard University, but there's nothing like the Howard hustle, the Howard run around, the Howard grind, the Howard. Let's just get into it. So I'm gonna be dropping 5 keys like I told you guys. Just from my personal experience, you know, everybody's time at Howard looks totally different. But for those of you that have been following me throughout this journey on YouTube or throughout my social media channels, like Instagram, Twitter, you know that I have struggled, but I've definitely persevered and I am coming out on top, period. So my first one is freshmen, sophomores, juniors, not so much seniors, but for the incoming class, like, make sure y'all get involved. That can look like so many different things for each person. Whether you're in the School of Business, whether you're in COAS, getting involved is literally like universal. So you could be getting involved through volunteering with Bison Buddies. You could be getting involved, if you're an athlete, with SAC, which stands for Student Athlete Advisory Committee. And so that's what I did my freshman year. I wasn't super involved because I didn't really know about a lot. It just really came from going to office hours, going to different coaches, saying, you know, hey, I have this idea, how can I implement it? And I think that's really the best attitude to have as a freshman. Like, how can I do? Honestly, as long as you pick 1 or 2, maybe 3 different clubs or organizations to join, as long as you do the work, your name will speak for itself. Or your work will speak for itself, I should say. And people will know your name based off of the quality of the work that you produce. And it's just about being genuine. So coming in freshman year, get involved, be genuine, stay true to who you are, don't let anybody change you. But just like be strategic with what you want and how you want the rest of your 4 years to kind of go. That's what I did. Actually, you know, like, my freshman year, I didn't really even know what I was doing. I just kind of went with the flow. But like, I didn't let anybody kind of like push me around or let me I didn't let my viewpoints or let my opinions, let any of my ideas change because of the group of people that I was around or what I was doing. Next, so two. Oh wait, I forgot. Explore new opportunities. So for me, as a student athlete, I felt like I didn't have a lot of time to try to get involved, let's say, and find new things. So the one time I did, I went head first. So meaning, the program that I joined was called Management Leadership for Tomorrow. I didn't know too much about it when I first heard about it. But one of my friends, Shanti, she was in Disney, I believe, and I saw it on Instagram, and I was like, whoa, pause, hold on, how do I get to go to Disney World for free? Now, obviously, I was looking at the wrong thing. I didn't know that it was a program that was for minorities to help us get connected to new opportunities, to put us in spaces where not a lot of us are. in terms of corporate America. Oh wow, this lighting, hold on. So in terms of corporate America, being able to connect us to top executives, helping us get internships, helping us figure out what exactly we want to do after we graduate from whatever college or university we attend. So that being said, I was hitting her up like, girl, like, what is this? What are you doing? How do I get involved? And then that turned into doing more research, learning about the program, and then applying. So sometimes, like, for me, I would say, like, I don't always feel as confident about applying to certain things just because I'm like, there's so many people that have done more than me. But at the same time, you have to be confident. So that's how I like gain my confidence, just knowing that even though I haven't been able to get involved in as many programs and things like that based off of the time and my schedule, I still went out of my way to kind of piece things together and make them work for myself. Make it work for you. What did the girl say from the Players Club?
Make the money. Don't let it make you.
But yeah, don't be afraid. Get off the campus. Go to those not happy hours, but go to those info sessions. Go to those events that are gonna allow you to connect not only with the recruiters but with other students as well. I found many times a lot of my friends outside of track came from just going to other events, going to events inside of SOB or inside of Blackburn or wherever else on campus, or sometimes even off campus as well. But I feel like as I've gotten older, or as I've matriculated through the university, you don't really make as many friends as you do your freshman and sophomore year. Once you reach like junior and senior year, everybody is kind of like clicked into their own little pod, and those are pretty much the people you stay with throughout the rest of your time at Howard. So really, like, your freshman year, sophomore year, like, you should really be trying to connect with as many people as possible, but like be genuine about those connections. So 3, I knew myself and I knew what I wanted. So this definitely takes time. You can come in freshman year knowing exactly like what you want to do when you graduate, what you want your 4 years to look like. But for myself, all I knew was I'm a track athlete, I need to maintain the 3.0 or higher, and I need to graduate. I didn't necessarily know what I wanted to do once I graduated, but I feel like going back to my second point about taking advantage of different opportunities, once you put yourself into those spaces where you can figure out who you are, that's how you're gonna like have that light go off that says, oh, this is what I'm interested in, this is what I don't like, and this is how I can position myself to get to that next play, get to that next level, and pursue whatever it is that you want. For me, I'm just going to tell you all a little story. This is super quick. I can go into more detail if you hit me up on my social media platforms. But my sophomore year, when I was in MLT, we went on this trip called Tech Trek. We went to California and we saw LinkedIn and Intuit, 2 separate companies. Initially, when I walked on the campus of LinkedIn, I was like, whoa, like, this is super dope, people are super cool, I see myself working here. A year later, I ended up applying to intern with them. I did really well on the interview, and this is for sales. Now, my internship wasn't necessarily centered around sales, but nonetheless, I immediately knew like this was a great company. I love the people, I love the culture, and I could see myself working here. So after that, I was given the option to start in July or October once I graduated. For myself, I had applied to Nike that same year. So the year that I applied to LinkedIn is the same year I applied to Nike. I already accepted my I already accepted my LinkedIn internship, and so I had to turn down moving forward with Nike. And so I still decided to keep that relationship with the recruiter, even though it was a little bit challenging. I really urge you all, like, if there's anything in this world that you want, like, you obviously have to, like, go for it. Like, go for it no matter how hard it is, no matter how difficult it is. Like, just maintain those relationships with people, because you never know when you're going to need them again, or when you might cross paths with them. But I say that to say, kept a relationship with her, and going into my senior year, so this year, I knew that I wanted to try to get this internship with Nike. So I decided to take the later start date with LinkedIn, making sure that I had good communication with the program manager. He told me it was perfectly okay to you know, do this internship prior to starting. And what do you know, like, your girl has a internship with Nike and will be starting in October with LinkedIn. So make sure you take advantage of your opportunities. Make sure you know yourself and know what you want, because when you're able to put those two together, you can perfectly, and you know, it might not always be perfect, but you can align those principles and put everything into place, so that when you're in spaces where you're interviewing, or when you're telling somebody about what your next year plan is, your 2-year, 4-year, 5-year plan is, it's like, wow, like, you know, this girl's very strategic, or not, it's like, girl, this person is very strategic and they know what they want. So 4 is never take no for an answer. For me, I never took no for an answer. If it was no, like, you can't get this internship, okay, we'll go on to the next internship. If it's no from a coach, okay, well, what can I do to make you say yes? How much harder do I need to work for you to say yes? I feel like at Howard, often you're going to hear no. Like, it's inevitable. Like, I've heard no so many times, but it's about what can you do to persuade the person to say yes, or maybe it's not the right time. So just never get discouraged, but always stay motivated to get what you want. And I'm the type of person where if I hear no, in the back of my head it sounds like yes, so I'm gonna keep going until I get you to say yes. That might be like the salesperson in me, but honestly that's probably the Virgo in me, but we're not gonna go down that path. So my last one is to have fun, y'all. Have fun. These are 4 years, and they say that all the time. Like, I would hear my mom say it, I would hear teachers, coaches, literally everybody say it, but these are 4 years you're never gonna get back. And I feel like my last year was definitely stripped from me. Like, necklace, I feel that's exactly what Corona did to me and the rest of my seniors. I just feel like 4 years, you never get these 4 years back. I'm not saying go crazy, y'all, but have fun. I didn't really get to experience freshman week just because of other personal reasons, but go and get off the campus, y'all. I promise you, Philly is only 3 hours away, New York is only 4 hours away, North Carolina for GHO is a good 4 hours away. So you're in a central area where you can literally go and do whatever in a weekend and still come back to school and be about your business. I hope y'all took something away from this video. I feel like these are my 5 keys to success and how I was able to successfully get in and get out of Howard within my 4-year time span, from 2016 to 2020. How do we do that? I don't think there's any type of hand sign, but see y'all later. Sizzle, baby.